Welcome back to The Reality Guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian.
What's going on, everybody?
We're super excited to be back for the Golden Bachelorette. We are big Bachelor Nation fans. We have been tough on a lot of the mainstay franchises in our reviews, but we were huge fans of the Golden Bachelor, other than myself saying that I knew Jerry was a scumbag from the start, and I still stand by it. But we're not going to, bury the lead here, everybody. As you can see in the thumbnail, in the title, we are going to do a Golden Bachelorette cast preview. Brian and I have not looked at any of the cast members. We are going to check out the fellas. We are going to give our honest takes. And then we usually pick a blind winner each at the end. So we'll probably do that. Maybe even draft a few guys ourselves. We usually take a safety guy for the podcast even. So really want to encourage participation throughout the season. Everyone, a lot of you guys follow us throughout all the franchises. Really were great during Golden Bachelor. Want to hear all of your thoughts on the cast and want to be there for every week and let us give your honest thoughts on what you really believe about this season, because I do believe, Brian, and we'll kind of lead in with this, that Golden Bachelor really kind of brought it back to the formula of original Bachelor that we kind of fell in love with, and I know a lot of you have fallen in love with as viewers. So what's your kind of thought process going in, your hype level for Golden Bachelorette?
I mean, the hype is there. I'm definitely way more receptive to this iteration of the show compared to the mainstay series. I think it's just messy and dumb. But I'm excited. I think these people are actually here to find somebody, so that's why it is enjoyable to watch.
So, in the spirit of that, Brian and I are going to run through everyone. We will start with Joan. Everyone, take a glass, enjoy. This is going to be all in good fun, obviously, everybody. So don't take it too seriously when we start poking fun. Going to start with Joan. Obviously, you cannot go through the cast without going through the lead. Joan was a cast member on Jerry's season. She is from Rockland, Maryland, a 60-year-old private school administrator. We're not going to run through everything here. Obviously, one thing that was big about Joan, we did learn about her husband's death during the process. He had pancreatic cancer. Really sad. Him and her and Jerry were able to bond over that. Also notable from her in the season was that she self-eliminated. She had to leave for family reasons. I believe, Brian, if quote me if I'm wrong, it was something like her daughter was having a kid, right? And so she needed to be there for her, which totally understand.
Yeah, I don't remember if it was just I know it was a kid related, but I don't know if there was complications. So it definitely something with the kid, but I don't know.
I will say one thing. I love you, ABC. You guys have been very fair to us. I don't appreciate that I'm reading this bio, and this was definitely the recycled bio that they used for the Golden Bachelor. Brian, read the last sentence. Joan is a total catch, and we think Jerry will have no problem seeing it too.
I can't totally see the screen because it's weird the way
for our thing,
because I see you and the thing, so I can't really read any font.
Well, you believe me though.
Yeah, I trust you. Yeah, but I can't see it.
I'll give the fun facts, Brian. For her, Joan loves dancing after a couple glasses of wine. Who doesn't? She enjoys historical museums. Respect that. And her favorite food is a big juicy burger. It's my favorite food too. So,
American.
It's if I wasn't married, maybe I could have been the young guy on this season. Speaking of me being on this season, Brian, first person of the season is Bill. Bill's from Portland, Oregon. He is a retired videographer. He's got a nice salt and pepper look going there for him. So shout out Bill, nice head of hair. We're going to be commenting on that as we go. Outgoing, charismatic. He's Latin, romance is in his blood. He's retired, but he wants to enjoy the golden years. He has 2 daughters with his ex-wife, so he is divorced. I don't think it says anything about her being passed away. He loves the guitar, public speaking, rocking out to the Beatles. He is the member of 2 Toastmaster clubs. Don't know what that is. Bill would love to own a coffee shop and name it Billy Beans. Dangerously close to trying to steal my nickname, so it's fine. And Bill is currently watching his way through the list of every Academy Award Best Picture winner. That's fine. I respect that. I'm a movie guy. It's not a bad little odyssey to go on.
Yeah, just the only thing is he lives in Oregon.
This is a guy that I could see that maybe he could possibly move. Brian and I we're very big on geography here in this franchise, guys, and we have to believe that based upon even what we saw in season 1, especially with her having the grandkids. Now I think all these people are probably gonna have grandkids. You got to be very careful and let's
Yeah.
keep our ears out, especially when this season starts, about how deep people's roots are and where they live. I think it's very important, especially in older people.
Definitely.
We have Bob. We're from Billy to Bob. Marina Del Rey, California. I've been there. That is a super old person spot in LA. Really nice, but just very chill. He's a 66-year-old chiropractor. He knows the waves of life, literally. Oh boy. Chiropractor is an avid surfer, ready to see if he and Joan have the total tubular chemistry that's been searching for. See, I almost believe that he might have written this, which I really would just rather them have these guys write it, even if it's corny. I don't want it to seem like it was some like 26-year-old production assistant writing this. Very dedicated to his work as a chiropractor. Nothing more he loves working with. Then he's not going to want to leave his business. Bob isn't working. He enjoys going for ocean swims, watching Pixar movies. Okay. And eating dark chocolate. Bob is serious about finding love. So he loves to go on walks with his dog, Clarence. Bob doesn't do fast food. You're an asshole, Bob.
I mean, that's a flag right there because she
He's
likes
in and
burgers.
outs. He's got in and outs right there, and you don't go. Come on. Bob loves the inline skate, but only on quads. What does that even mean?
I think they mean like the four when you wear
Yeah,
rollerblades.
but that's not
No,
inline skating then.
well, aren't there like rollerblades
I
with
don't like Bob.
car like similar to car wheels? You know he's gonna come in and do like chiropractor joke. Like that's
Comment
gonna be
below if anyone else thinks
cold open.
Bob's an asshole. That's where I'm at with Bob right now. Just rub me the wrong way. All right, Charles K. Rancho Palos Verdes, California. He's a portfolio man. They all have the most just like successful old men jobs ever. I'm
Yeah.
a videographer. I was a portfolio manager. Or an asshole like Bob. Charles K is as sweet as he is handsome. He has a strong family values. He's well traveled. He's the life of the party, proud of his work. 5 children. Plays basketball, dances, exercises, explores the outdoors. He also takes his style, or as his son says, his drip very seriously. Fashion forward senior, still has game, charm, and swag. Can't wait to meet Joan. Seems she's the woman he's been searching for. He loves kayaking. He says Saturday mornings are for sleeping in, not if you had 5 kids. Charles K is very proud of the work. He's building homes in rural Nicaragua.
Well, that's why he's sleeping in now because he had for 5 kids he couldn't sleep
Got a
in.
nice
ever.
watch on in that picture too.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna like this guy.
I like. Guess who we like Charles more than?
Bob.
Exactly. Screw you, Bob.
So wait, who did we got? Okay, yeah, I'll just let you read the next one.
I might end up loving Bob for all we know, but right now I don't like Bob. Charles L. from Philadelphia. Okay. All right, Charles. He's a retired financial analyst, 66. He's really special. I like how they started that. Father of 2, ready for a second chance of love. No stranger to taking risks. He grew up in rural China, moved to the U.S. with only $20 in his pocket. It sounds like a survivor bio.
Yeah.
Now he's ready to risk it all and hoping Joan can match his kind heart, hilarious sense of humor, and his sweet soul. He wants someone intelligent, kind, coming from the right place. He could see anyone in concert in his golden years. He'd love to see Britney Spears perform one day. Let's see if Charles L. can find baby one more time with Joan. They had to do that.
He didn't write this.
Yeah, now we know that the men are not writing their bios. Charles L. dreams of going to the moon. Charles L. loves to fish and grew up making his own fishing nets. Charles L.'s favorite TV show is the NBA Finals. I like Charles.
I wouldn't consider that a TV show, but
I
it's
love
funny.
that. I love that his answers don't make sense. Like he's like, I grew up in China, so who says I can't go to the moon? I wonder how rich Charles is.
Yeah, it's gonna be like again, like I always think like you got to hear these people talk to really get a gauge of like who they are. But going to the moon and that's funny.
Eventually, we will get you the video previews and stuff. We're working on upgrading here. You get screen share for now. This guy's name's Chock.
Yeah, it's funny.
Chock is from which? Chock is from Wichita, Kansas. He's an insurance executive, 60. Chock is quite the catch. He's kind, loves adventure, and has a successful career owning his own business, just like every other dude in the show. Chock has a very full life with his kids, his adorable black lab, Super Tubbs. Chock and Super Tubbs sounds like a cartoon
Yeah, it sounds like like a superhero show.
or like we would have come on in between like Courage the Cowardly Dog and like Powderpuff Girls.
Right.
Let's see. He's hoping to meet adventurous, blah blah blah. When he loves exercising and rooting for the Kansas City Chiefs. This guy does look like he lifts. Um, his guilty pleasure is shopping. He can't resist a good sale. He's a relationship guy, so let's see if Joan is the long-term love he's been dreaming of. He's a grill master. He went nighttime shark diving in Australia. He hopes that Chevy Camaros with T-tops make a comeback. This is very dad vibes. Chock is just dad vibes.
Yeah, the location. So far, the only one location wise is Charles L. But I just don't know how I feel about it. But he seems like it. This guy seems like a man's man.
I like Chock.
Just a funny name too.
Christopher. All right, now we're a little bit on the East Coast here. West Babylon, New York. He's a 64-year-old contractor. He's a proud father and grandfather, ready to say goodbye to his single days. He owns a construction company, 3 kids, 7 grandkids. He believes there's never too late to find love. Free time, he loves exercising and cooking healthy meals. This is another like fitness guy. He loves that his birthday's on Christmas Eve. That's horrible. Loves Earth, Wind, and Fire. Love Earth, Wind, and Fire. So good shout out there. September. Everyone, welcome September. Loves bowling with his grandkids. Have you gone bowling recently?
Um, I can't remember. I think I've gone once since COVID.
I think I went one time and I went one time when I lived in Harrisburg post us going to Delaware. So I was like 22 and I definitely haven't bowled since. There's just like nothing I have maybe less desire to do than is like
Oh,
bowl.
really? I don't have a problem with bowling. It's just not like it's probably I could think of 100 things I'd rather do more.
I just have a feeling that since I haven't gone bowling in so long that I would go to a bowling alley and just like when I go to McDonald's and freak out about how much like a double cheeseburger is now, I'd probably spend like over $100 bowling and be like, what?
It just kind of went away with malls. Like it's something that I don't think it was very big when we were younger, because like you just you just go a place to hang
Cosmic
out.
bowling and shit.
Yeah, like walk around the malls, go bowling, stuff like that.
All right, so we got Dan from Naples, Florida. He was another private investor. These guys are going to be finance bros like you, Bry. Dan is a handsome catch with a big heart. The private investor is optimistic, loyal, and open-minded. Enjoys the simple things in life, like Saturday morning farmers markets. He's currently the happiest he's ever been, and just wants to meet the right woman to live out his golden years with. Hasn't had a lot of luck with dating recently. Okay. Picnic at the beach. I hate eating on the beach. Too sandy.
I just hate eating outside.
I'm not a huge outside eater. I'll like if I'm drinking, I could do like wings and stuff like that outside, but I agree with you. I don't want the air in my food.
I don't like to sweat and eat.
Also, God forbid there's a bug. I lose my mind. Sorry, Dan. He loves to sing, just not in public. Well, that doesn't count then. Dan's a big reader of historical biographies. I'll give him a shout out. Everyone knows I'm a history guy, so we'll not hate on Dan. I'm curious who his favorite president is. Find out. He's gonna be like, I love Kennedy.
I say like Jimmy Carter.
I was a big Truman guy. David was a rancher from
This is
Austin,
already a no.
68. He ain't going nowhere. David's a sweet soul, ready to find love. I'm sure you are. He put pause on dating for 16 years to focus for his kids, now ready to meet the love of his life. David loves running marathons and spontaneously booking flights to new destinations. How are you ranching and leaving, dude?
I was just thinking the same thing.
You're not a real ranch. You're no John Dutton, dude. John Dutton became a governor to keep his ranch. You're gonna go to Ibiza.
Or just like oversees it.
David's hero is his 91-year-old mother. David loves to indulge in a cold beer on a hot day. David loves breakfast tacos. Now, again, these are good fun facts. He needs to bring that fun fact energy.
Right.
Okay, damn it.
That's a no for me though.
Yeah, it's a no for me, dog. Gary from Palm Desert, California. Hey, Brian, you guessed it, a retired finance executive. Handsome, whoa, handsome Gary has a zest for life that lights up. That's his nick, handsome Gary. Good for you. That's what we're gonna call you. Uh, enjoys spin classes, golfing, and watching The View. Gary's the godson of the legendary Tina Turner. Okay. Father of two, dating life non-existent. He dreams of owning a home in the south of France. Well, dog, hurry up. Like,
I wonder if they saved the what happened to their wife stories for like
the openings. Yeah, I was
just
thinking
the
the same thing. I almost
clickbaity.
made a rude comment. I'm like, if they don't mention what happened to the ex-wives, there's something shady going on, but like they are probably just like trying to save it.
They're saving them for like definitely like all moments for
You
sure.
notice that the only one that actually had the whole info was on Jones, and it's because they recycled her one from Golden Bachelorette.
Right. Right.
I'm making a TikTok out of that. Gary loves the spa. Gary says bring back disco. I like that. And Gary rides hard for the USC Trojans. I like Gary. I don't think it's gonna work because I don't think he's going anywhere. Or I don't think she's going to the south of France, but
You're right.
there's that. You can come in. You can sit in the cat. No, you don't have to be on the video. When we're done, I want you to. I'm gonna blind run through the guys for you, and I want you to tell me who's the best. All right, Gil, or you can listen kind of get the producer in the back. We have a producer we don't pay. Gil, he's from Mission Viejo. Dude, all these California dudes, they just found guys that were close to the filming location. He's a educator. Okay, so here's like a normal guy. Gil's a perfect combination of romantic, sweet and emotional. Educator, ready for love again, misses the feeling of knowing you're with the right person. He's a father of two. Loves going to comedy clubs. Retirement's on the horizon for him. So he's not going anywhere either. He's got to finish working.
Yeah.
Oh my God. He dreams of living in Hawaii. She's not going to Hawaii. Gil's favorite way to show affection is holding hands, and he's reaching out for Joan's hand. I respect Gil for being a normal dude, but Gil still has to go to work and in California.
Yeah, he's a day one exit, I think.
I don't love his fun facts. He's a skilled juggler. It's a red flag. His favorite book is The Bridges of Madison County. And he loves road tripping, especially with his family. Well, what family? Just the kids? The kids got to be old now.
Very teacher facts, I think.
I don't know, Gil. Nothing against you personally. Just not sure if that's one's going to work. This guy looks like Jigsaw. or like Tywin Lannister. This is Gregg with two G's. Longboat Key, Florida. He is a retired university vice president, 64. He's well read, believes love allows people to be the best version of themselves and truly ready to let in love again. It's time with three daughters. They love Bachelor Nation shows as a family. Well, they should have warned him then. Gregg and his dog Flip Flop are a package deal. Gregg wears flip flops 90% of the time. Gregg loves root beer floats. Gregg recently traveled to Rwanda to hike with gorillas.
Do you think he's gonna wear the flip flops with the suit
I mean, they said 90% of the time, Brian.
when he what is walking?
I mean, I think you live in Florida and everything, but like, I'm worried about stubbing my toes. Do you hear me?
Well, I'm sorry.
I said, my joke then, it's like, I'm going to leave it. I'm leaving that too. I said, I'm more worried about stubbing my toes. Then you just went, you literally then like turned, pulled your phone out. Like,
I'm looking at
I
the
wish that
can't
was
read,
live.
so I'm trying to look at the cast list on my phone.
I wish that was live. People have been like swinging and miss. All right, here we got Guy. Guy from Nevada, Reno, Nevada. He's an emergency room doctor.
Not going anywhere.
He 40 years as a doctor, charismatic, confident, romantic, loves spending time with his 4 kids and a grandchild, and wants to prove to the world that older men still have a zest for life. Does not fit the grumpy old man stereotype.
Oh.
Big believer in chivalry. Oh no, he's a white knight. White knight alert. White knight alert. He wants to make Joan feel extra special. Guy's a total catch. And we think Joan will have no trouble seeing that. Guy's planning to hike Mount Kilimanjaro this fall. Guy dreams about the Dallas Cowboys. What a loser. 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 Cowboys fan. Guy's a Beatlemaniac. Sorry. This guy is a Cowboys fan. He's a loser. Boo.
Well, he's not going. He's a doctor. He's not going anywhere.
Can we agree that he's a loser, though, because he's a Cowboys fan?
Sure.
You don't hate the Cowboys?
I don't hate him as much as you guys do. I have no qualms with them. I don't. They're annoying, but I don't hate him as much as you guys do.
Jack from Chicago, the 68-year-old caterer. I'm pretty sure this is Kelsey's dad,
No.
right?
No. I thought Kelsey's dad was no, Kelsey's dad is Mark.
Okay, so we didn't get to him yet.
Yeah.
He is a retired restaurant owner and chef. That's really cool. He's ready to treat Joan like a queen, wants to cook 5-star meal. This is cool. I like him. Grandfather.
Looks cool.
Solo trip to Italy. Yeah, the jacket's dope. Maybe a little needs a little bit bigger, but it's like it's okay. He's a proud racquetball champion. On May 22nd, 1977, Jack was sitting in the front row of Elvis's last concert in Chicago. Jack's favorite treat is a cigar twice a month. I like Jack. Jack's my front runner so far. Jack's cool.
Yeah, he looks very like smooth.
Jonathan, nice sweater. From Oakland, Iowa, a shipping consultant, 61. I'm worried about any of these guys that are younger than like 6. I want them to be done working. That was a problem with Teresa and shit last year too. She like refused to stop working. She's like, I worked my way from like she was like Peggy from Mad Men. She's like, I worked my way from the secretary to being like the head trader, and it's like, yeah, but no one wants to watch you trade 8 hours a day.
I mean, if they're if they're making a lot of money and they're probably doing not like hourly day-to-day stuff.
No, that's what she was though. She was like going into.
She was. I'm saying some of these guys
securities and crap.
Yeah, so I don't think some of these guys are. Like he's probably just like a senior consultant, and he comes on and just is like the closer.
John just seems like a normal guy. He says he likes going out. He likes to go to museums. He likes to go to theater. He's got 3 pets, and one of them being a floppy-eared rabbit. Rabbits are horrible pets, by the way. After re-entering the dating pool in his golden era, Jonathan's ready to find that spark. This word spark's been very heavily used tonight. Jonathan loves amusement park funnel cake. I like funnel cake. Toyed with the idea of being a body. Toyed with the idea, and he's like, "No,
it's hard to tell with this sweater, but I could see it."
He also might have just been like, "I don't want to work out." Jonathan starts every day with 2 cups of coffee in bed. Okay,
that's like a fortune cookie. Remember, it's like you read the fortune. It's like in bed.
Yeah, we're getting there. Jordan,
there's a lot.
Senior sales executive, Brian, glass half full kind of guy. Extremely family oriented, very close to his 3 daughters, 3 brothers. He likes his dog Mickey. He likes going along the lake, deep dish pizza. Wants to find a woman to grow old with. Likes to try new restaurants. He misses the days when visitors would stop by unannounced. Jordan won Mr. Legs contest in college, and he loves Thanksgiving for the food, family, and football.
I hate when people stop by my house unannounced.
Yeah, no, that's very big of like a guy who grew up like in the city, right? Like people just like walking in and out of houses, but that's not a suburb thing.
Do we know what Mr. Legs is?
And he had nice legs, I guess. I don't know. Keith from San Jose, California. He has his job listed as girl dad. 6'5", social butterfly. Most of his adult life being a single dad and raising his daughters, soon to be empty nesters, ready to put himself out there, prioritizing love. Younger people shouldn't be scared of growing older. Getting older rocks. Guilt or pleasure is Ben and Jerry's ice cream. King of cornhole, or bags as he calls it. Life goals to play around and golf at Augusta, and his best time at Stagecoach this past year. That's
All right,
definitely
this might be the worst line. We've done a lot of previews here. This might be the worst line ever. He's ready to love Joan unconditionally. That is awful. That is awful. That's awful writing. That is really bad. I I want to like him, but I don't know if I can after that.
Ken's from Peabody, Massachusetts. He's a property management treasurer, Boston man, ready to find love. He's really active, run marathons, he cycles, good sense of humor, on the go lifestyle, open to love. He loves watching Ted Lasso, cheering on Boston sports teams. Will this be the end of Ken's search for love? We hope so. Ken's a Miley Cyrus stan. He's a bad driver, but he's not buying it. Greatest dream to throw out a pitch at Fenway Park. I get regular dad vibes from Ken.
Why is a 6-year-old man a Miley Cyrus stan? That's weird.
Attractive. There's also like if he had
Is she
daughters.
though?
I poll below, everybody. Do you think Miley Cyrus? I objectively say yes, she's attractive.
I mean, she just went off the deep end, I think.
Yeah, well, crazy doesn't mean you're not attractive.
Sure, but that's
All
a
right,
no from me,
Kim.
dog.
Kim for Seattle. He's a retired Navy captain. Ooh, I like this. He wants to sail into the sunset, literally. He was a Navy officer. He wants to go on romantic boat rides. Wants to make the most out of his life. He's a proud father and grandfather. Cooking dinners in the backyard. He's an old fashioned. He hopes to toast to him and Joan being the perfect match. Not a lot here. An excellent whistler. Favorite food as a child was clam cakes. And Kim would like to learn how to play the piano.
He's a seaman.
An
I hope he actually wears like
Englishman.
his like decorated medals and stuff on his jacket.
He
That'd be kind of
is
cool.
an Englishman.
This is her
Mark,
dad.
this is the dad. Mark is ready for. Okay, yeah, Kelsey Anderson's dad. I don't think he's gonna win. He's got 5 kids, right? But like, this is a guy that maybe makes it like a stretch because like he becomes like a fan favorite. Maybe he's the next Golden Bachelor.
Yeah, I don't want to keep doing that though.
Doing what?
Just like somebody's dad just kind of gets like the. I think he makes it 2 weeks.
Brian's anti-nepotism in Bachelor Nation.
100% am, man. Like, they, yeah, done now. That's the
It's a
no for
no
me,
for you,
dog.
dog.
It's a big no.
Mark's terrified of ostriches. His favorite movie's Elf, and he can wiggle his ears.
Did Jim Carrey do that in Ace Ventura? Right, Secret Agent Man with he's a hippo.
Agent Man, secret. Well, yeah, that's also in Austin Powers, Secret Agent Man. But
Yeah,
all right, we're getting to Michael.
I don't like this picture, man.
Michael's creeping me out a little bit. He's a retired banking CEO from Denver, North Carolina. That one threw me off too. He's a banking exec, dad of 2 sons he loves very much. They both hope he can find love. He's compassionate, creative, intelligent. He likes watching movies and exploring Chicago's botanical gardens. Yeah, but you live in North Carolina.
I know. I just read that too.
This one's throwing me off. He went to Lollapalooza 3 times in his 50s. He's terrified of talent shows, and he's a Swiftie. I'm sorry, I'm out on Michael.
Yeah, I'm fully out on this guy.
Michael's creeped me out. You know why Michael? You know what I just dawned on me why he's creeping me out, dude, is because he's doing the handholds that my 3-month-old does, and he's like smiling at me like my 3-month-old, and it's freaking me out.
It's a bad picture, and I need to see him. Like, this is one of those guys. Like, right now, I'm very tepid on, but
He's probably like super handsome and nice.
he's probably really cool once we hear him talk. But
Oh,
like,
and I love this guy. I love him. Pablo from Maryland, Brian. Maryland, Cambridge, Maryland. This is big. He's a man of the world, spends his days saving lives and evenings curled up on the couch watching reruns of his favorite sitcoms. But he's not volunteering as an EMT. He's originally from Buenos Aires, enjoys raising his kids and visiting kids and grandkids in California and New York, running ultra marathons, playing and I thought he said playing rugby, watching rugby. He cries at all romantic scenes. Big believer we can learn, play, and explore new things. This guy is like almost like a NPC. He's like too good almost. A degree in geographical engineering. Has a tough time controlling himself around ice cream, doesn't have a travel bucket list because he wants to go everywhere. He's a retired UN agency director.
So tough time, like he wants to eat it, or he's gonna get he's lactose intolerant.
Maybe both. But I think Pablo is a pretty strong candidate, especially with the Maryland ties there. Like
Like, doesn't that the ice cream one just seems like we've read that one before? Like that one, like if people only give two, they just randomize one. I feel like
throw an
that's
ice
something they
cream or
keep
pizza in there.
in the holster. Yeah.
Pascal owns a salon in Chicago, which means I don't know if he's going anywhere either. He's ready to say I fall.
Awful. Awful.
Pascal is ready to say I fall in love, and this French business owner is okay. You're sorry, bud. Loves taking his grandson to the aquarium. Played a lot of tennis back in the day. In another life, Pascal would have loved to have been a fashion designer. They also ended with, "We are rooting for you, Pascal." Pascal blamed the producers for us
Yeah. Yeah. We
putting
need to
you on
hear.
the
This is
bad
another
list.
one we need to hear him speak.
I don't know, Brian. I think thank God we have RJ, who's another financial advisor from California.
They could open up an office.
They literally should start a consulting firm. He's 6'5". Yeah, that started with how tall he was. He loves playing
It's important
poker,
to women.
golf, making food with friends, warm chocolate chip cookies, along with walks on the beach. He's looking for a forever snuggle bunny and hoping Joan is the storybook ending he's been dreaming of. Oh, God, man. His favorite Christmas movies, Die Hard. Oh, God. He's been to 47 of the United States. He loves to read spy novels. Sorry, RJ.
I hope we
Last
find out
guy.
which one it is. The three are.
Ooh, Thomas, FDNY fire chief. Okay. Okay. Love is heating up, Brian. There's a firefighter in the house. Thomas has got it covered. Kids, grandfather, 3. There you go, Brian. Ice cream, eating ice cream. Listening to Elton John will walk around Central Park. Self-proclaimed great gift giver. He's ready to sweep Joan off her feet. He knows how to ride a unicycle. Used to own a creperie in Rhode Island. Thomas is a big skier and even bigger après skier.
I don't know what that means. He better ride that unicycle in day one.
I wonder if après skier is like the walking skiing, like,
I'm gonna look it up right now.
or is it like without poles? That would be wild. I like this guy though.
A term to describe any post-ski social activity in the mountains. Skiers and
Oh, so
snowboarders
he
and
likes to
volleyball.
drink in the mountains, basically, is what you're saying.
Yeah. That makes it sound like it's very fancy, but that's
Hey,
actually really
Ed,
funny.
do you want to come pick a blind guy? Do you want to come pick which guy you think's gonna win? Okay, people. Here we go. That was everybody. So I am going to make this full screen for myself here. I will zoom out maybe just a tiny bit for everybody, just to catch everybody again a little bit here.
Yeah, just for a production note, will you like when this is recording, is it only going to show what are you seeing on your screen?
I'm seeing us on the side, and I'm seeing the.
Okay. All right, because it doesn't look like that for me at all. So I'm hoping that it.
Like I said, that's why
Okay.
I'm doing this now, so I have time to adjust it if I have to. If I have to
Yeah.
like
Okay.
throw a banner across the top or what, I don't really care. I mean, it
Yeah.
is actually literally showing like my like tabs, but none of my tabs are anything private, so I don't really care. Yeah, so neither of us have picked yet. If there's and someone you want to learn more about, let me know. This is our producer. We don't pay.
Um,
Just so you know, Joan is 60 and she lives in Maryland. Or if you want to learn more about one of them, we
click
will
on Jordan.
click on Jordan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give a good shot. I think it's Jordan.
Well, okay, Jordan. That was pretty decisive and quick. We made fun of Jordan, I think, right?
What was he again?
Next to Chinese restaurant.
He was the senior sales executive. He was the one who was Mr. Legs in college.
Oh,
I don't think we made fun of him.
We didn't make fun of him. He's just like a dad. No, Jordan's not a bad
he
bet.
seems just like a dude.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
picking Jack. I'm picking Jack.
Well, let's see-
Wait, was
tell me-
Jack the one Yeah, I'm picking Jack
let me
too.
see.
All right, then I won't pick Jack.
No, that's who I got Jack, dude.
Jack's a hunk.
Jack's so cool. How about we make Jack like our fallback guy? Like our
All right, our team
podcast guy.
one.
Jack's like the reality guys guy. I loved Jack though.
I thought you liked Pablo too.
I just think Pablo because he lives in Maryland and he was like very interesting. He like used to work
Oh,
as
that
a
is
UN and like I don't know.
This guy's really cool.
Who else did I think was a contender? I thought I
What
also
about Gregg?
I also thought Mark is because he was the dad like the
Terrified of ostriches.
he's the girl who's won the last Bachelor's dad.
Aw.
I think he's gonna be the next Golden Bachelor
Doesn't
though.
look
That's
like
my guess.
Big Bird.
He doesn't like Big Bird, no.
No, so he doesn't look like.
He doesn't
being
like Big
mean.
Bird.
I mean,
Also, Thomas is cool. I do like Thomas, the FDNY chief who used to own a creperie. Like that's range.
Are you gonna pick him? I'm gonna pick Thomas.
You picked him?
I might if that's.
We're on the
'cause I'm-
same vibe with the people we think are like the cool people, right? We both like Thomas. We both like Jack.
Pablo could be a little bit of a nerd for me, but are you picking? That's kind of what I thought you were picking was Pablo.
I'll take. I mean, I think it's gonna be Jack. Like I am rooting for Jack, but if I have to take a second person, I don't know though. What about Pascal?
That's the French dude. You're not picking him.
Yeah, I know he's cool though.
I'm gonna take Thomas. I'm taking.
You can take Thomas. It's fine. You can take Thomas. I'm gonna, you know what, as just for the rooting of it, I will take Mark. You know, we can, you know,
You're gonna take him. All right.
I'll take Mark, but again, our both mutual number one is Jack, the cool dude with the leather jacket.
The real Jack Bauer.
Yep. So let us know, everybody. September 18th. So we'll get this out in the next few days. So you'll have about 2 weeks or so, or I might release it even like the week leading in to the season. Let us know who you think has the best chance of winning. Who are you rooting for? Let us know if you are watching The Bachelorette too, and you know what you thought of the result, because by the time this is out, the season finale will have been released and our review will be out there. So let us know what you thought. And like I said, anything else that you're watching, hit us up and we will give it a shot. Everything's at The Reality Guys on our social medias, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. But until next time, for myself and Brian, thank you so much for watching. Peace.